BD here with your trailer breakdown of our first official look at Snake Eyes. It's finally here, and I don't want to do this one myself. I have a special guest for this one. Snake Eyes himself, Henry Golding, is going to help us take a look.
Yeah, what's up, Brandon?
Congratulations on an awesome trailer. Can we dive into this thing and get some insider info?
I'm so excited to finally be able to let this loose because we've been keeping it under wraps for the longest time.
Well, let's dive in and take a closer look. I'm going to hit play, and we're going to talk about this thing. Right off the bat, I got to hear about this, man. Tell me about the choreography of this on top of a car sequence that leads to you leaning out the window with a machine gun. Look at that handsome face. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the iconic Snake Eyes sort of Uzi shot, right? You have to throw it in there. You know, in this film, we pay homage to the classic lore that is G.I. Joe. But of course, we update it. Together with Larry Hama, created a brand new start to the G.I. Joe universe. But that particular scene was the car carrier sequence in which we see Snake Eyes on top of this crazy car carrier hurtling down the highway with the Yakuza all crawling around. He's got to fight his way through. But we shot that in a studio in Vancouver. And because of the style of fighting, because of the katana work, we weren't allowed to have ropes or harnesses. And so that's us actually stood on top of this 20-foot trailer on top of these cars with nothing really sort of holding us up apart from these crash mats on the floor and these poor kind of guys trying to catch us.
This feels like an origin story right here. I mean, you can't have an origin story without being lowered into a cave. You know what I mean?
It's the quest, the hero's quest, brother. Every great hero has a quest. Snake Eyes is no different. We really truly peel back the layers of who we know as Snake Eyes, the weapon, the operator, the killing machine, or whatever you want to call him. But who he truly is behind that mask is a man, and a man who's made decisions, gone through journeys, been through the ringer to get to where he is. And that's what we see with this film. We start right at the beginning. We see who he is when he's broken, when he's at his lowest, and how he rises to the challenge.
This is Storm Shadow, right?
Yeah, Andrew Koji.
Yeah, we know in the books that there's a complicated history. I feel like at this point it's a complicated future for them that might be on the horizon.
We go into probably one of the most iconic relationships in the G.I. Joe universe. It's Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and how complex it is. 1 minute they're fighting against each other, the next minute they're fighting with each other. To be able to understand where that is derived from, we need to go back to the beginning and see why that bond is so strong and why that brotherly sort of love existed in the first place. And so the reason why Snake is in Japan is because of Tommy. And Tommy's sort of yearning to give him more of an essence of life.
What was it like to take this thing to Japan?
The best. We had to go to Japan. If you filmed it in anywhere, if you filmed it in the studio on a green screen, it just wouldn't have that sort of texture. Like, that is 1,000-year-old temple that we were allowed to film in. So it gives such a realness. The Arashikage is such a clan that they're centuries old. So you can't film that anywhere else but Japan.
What do I have to do?
We get a line of dialogue here, and we know that in Snake Eyes' future, he's silent. And this, as I mentioned, I feel like this is the origin story. What is it like for you to kind of know that could be coming? That you get to speak now.
That's why it was necessary to give him a voice in the beginning, because we needed to connect with this character. We need to know the jeopardy in which this character lives in. We were so careful as to talk and collaborate with Larry Hama, the originator, in making it the Snake Eyes that he always wanted to create. And so for him to be able to sort of speak his words and say his place was important. We were certain to make sure that he's not a chatterbox. He's exactly who you would imagine Snake Eyes to be, a man of very little words, which I think plays into the character wholly. Peter Mensa absolute legend, plays Blind Master, most notably from Spartacus, the series. He is an absolute, like, legendary, amazing, super nice guy. And he is the perfect Blind Master. And he plays a very integral role in allowing Snake to unravel.
That's a good tease. That's one that gives us just enough to have theories about, but that the directors won't come down on you for saying too much. I know.
I'm being very very acute in my sort of comments because I know
this moment right here where we see the two ladies going at it. We have Samara and Úrsula.
Fan favorites. We got Samara, we got Úrsula Corberó, Baroness, and Scarlet. I mean, again, talking about iconic relationships, these two have a fascinating one, and I think we touch upon it in Snake Eyes, and I'm sure it's going to be sort of developed because there is definitely a rich history between the two, and there's fireworks whenever they're both on screen.
And there's the helmet, man. Listen, there's the Snake Eyes helmet.
I mean, heavy is the crown of the barrel, or whatever that saying is. So you see, the next phase is a realization of that pressure, of the charge that he's under, the decisions he has to make to become Snake Eyes.
And what does it mean to Henry Golding to put on that costume and that helmet?
I mean, it's mind-blowing. It's a character that we've all beloved. We've all pretended to be in the playground. We've all snuck around sort of the kitchen closet waiting to jump out at our brothers and sisters. And it's amazing to think that we're going to have a new generation of kids fighting to be Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes on the playground. And I love that idea. And I truly believe that how sort of Paramount has really focused on one character to build out the universe is the correct way. We need the groundwork. We need structural integrity to build something awesome. And I think with Robert Schwenke helming as director, he's given this cinemaphile feel to this film. It's not just an ordinary action film. There's so much heart. There's so much information that's sort of given to you in breadcrumbs that you're just left yearning for more. Seriously.
There's so many more G.I. Joe characters and stories that can come into play that I can't wait to see what you guys did with this one. And dude, this has been awesome. I appreciate you diving into this with me.
Thanks, Brandon.